What is up, guys? Welcome to today's market recap. So today I didn't take anything. Um, the drawn liquidity, I feel like it was pretty obvious up to this low, and then obviously once we got strong displacement. But at first I was kind of conflicted on what my bias was. Um, so now I am bullish externally and like on the higher time frame. I really do want to see all-time highs get hit at least on ES. But my thought process for today was that we would go lower to then go ahead and take up all-time highs. So we swept this high here on AQ, and then we got this 4-hour IFG alongside a CIST, and we were currently trading inside of this 4-hour value gap. And on the lower time frame, you had all of this like low resistance liquidity, and also this like huge wick at random wick, which is a pretty strong drawn liquidity. So I was pretty bearish towards these lows. I wanted to see something like this at open. Um, Sadly we didn't get that. I guess that there was this 5-minute inverse here, like we swept this high inside of this fair value gap, and that was the inverse. And honestly, I feel like I made this pre-market. It did take hella time to inverse, but the idea behind it, like sweeping this high instead of the hourly fair value gap, and also the 4-hour fair value gap, and targeting these lows was super nice. But against my rules, I mean, first of all, took way too many candles to inverse and it's pre-market, so can't really take that. And yeah, um, and then we ended up just continuing to dump, and I did really want to see these lows here get swept as well. We ended up opening up a 5-minute fair value gap, and I wanted to see something like this. But as you can see, we never really got that. We ended up just dumping. And then we had all of these lows here from Tuesday. We did also have equal lows right here, as you can see. So that was a super nice strong liquidity. And I wanted to see shorts towards it. Sadly, again, like there wasn't an entry that I could have taken following my model. Um, and now there was a long that I saw a lot of people take, and I think it's really fucking ass. First of all, it was this 2-minute long right here. This 2-minute inverse. First of all, there's 15-minute equal lows pretty much are your stop, so that's just really bad. Second, uh, I mean, I know you're like you have this low inside of this hourly fair value gap, and so like it's not horrible in terms of key level, but I feel like all of this liquidity being lower is just not good. Second, you're trying to catch a falling knife, like bro, you see this shit, and you try and take the first inverse that we get to the upside. Like, come on, bro. Like, look at the 50-minute close, and you're trying to take a fucking long with no bullish structure at all. Like I just don't think it's good. You would wanna at least see something like this, and like some lower time frame kind of liquidity form or like some shit. But you're just trying to catch a falling knife here. The structure for longs just isn't good, and also you have equal lows under your stop loss, so it's just not great at all. And then I feel like I mean, I didn't really love longs here. Honestly, I wanted to see shorts out of the 50-minute rally that we ended up opening up. But I guess you could have taken these longs here. Like, the structure for longs here is much better than here. Why? Because now you have a resweep, you have internal liquidity, and you have good displacement. I'm just not really a big fan of the key level. Um, we did hit this super small 50-minute fair value gap, but I personally did think that we would continue going lower. And sweep out all of the LR. So I wanted to see continuation shorts. We ended up opening up a 30-minute Ferrari gap, and at 10:30, like that's when we opened it. We were like accumulating here, as you can see, and I wanted to see a manipulation higher. Have NQ trade into the 30-minute Ferrari gap, also tap this 5-minute Ferrari gap, and then get a possible continuation short. And I also did want to see ES sweep Asia highs, so these highs here. So have an incentive with those highs, having QB on this 5 minute rally gap and also the 30 minute rally gap, and NQ on like OTE of the range. And I would have been open for shorts there. This would have been like a continuation, kind of low resistance liquidity, accumulation, manipulation, and I could have expected distribution. And also there was an on-field 5 minute rally gap. So I think that would have been a super nice play, but sadly it didn't really happen. And yeah, and then there was this 5 minute inverse to the upside, which I think is pretty mid. Like I was still more bearish. You're targeting like around like this high. I guess I don't feel 30 minute, but I don't really love it. It's a 5 minute inverse at 10:45 that it happened. Um, a higher time frame, like again, I was more bearish. So yeah, I didn't really love it. Um, and yeah, we ended up just chopping, and I got off like around here. So yeah, um, so yeah, pretty easy fade for this long here, like super fucking avoidable. Uh, and then yeah, I think that shorts around here were honestly super good. Obviously, like following my rules and strategy and model, like I couldn't take anything here. But I feel like being more discretional. I feel like taking some shit like this, bro, like it's just so obvious that we're gonna go and sweep out this low. I guess it would have been break even either way, but still, like discretionally, you could have taken something like this. And yeah, so that is it for today. That is like holy chopper. That is they're releasing anything else, I don't think. And yeah, so peace out.